Some of the most deepest traumatizing questions that we have that sort of just cycle through our brains for so often are these two. How are they going to respond? How will they react? Every now and again, I get emails from people and where they share some things that they've done, and they know that it'll go against so many people, and they feel really frightened. They feel anxious, and now they're kind of hiding. And there is a kind of loneliness that we have and anxiety. It's a loneliness that where we feel kind of isolated from hope. It's like it's just us and the fear bearing down on us, telling us that and telling us that everything will be okay doesn't help. And you want to scream at them and say, "Are you walking in my shoes? Have you been where I am? Are you the one that is carrying the load that I'm carrying?" To say, I know what it's like, is really shallow comfort when you're drowning in fear. I think it's better to say in these words or in some other words, I am with you. With you as a connection. It's a binding of solidarity. Solidarity connects to like a unity of knowing, right? Or at least a desire to know, even in one's body, what it is like to be the other. It's not only I'm with you in this moment, it's also I'm with you in the moment of tomorrow and however long it's needed to get you out of that quicksand pull. I've been there. And in your most feared moments, it is the with you people that will get you through. People who don't judge, condemn, and excommunicate you from the naked vulnerability that you've shown. And this with you concept is one that repeats itself over and over again, like in all just about all the pages of the Bible. Every time there is a connection with the divine in our dustiness, there is a reassurance in words and just in presence that says, "Do not be afraid, I am with you." One of my favourite artists is a Canadian artist called David Hayward, and he captures this moment in this particular image here that I'm showing you now. And it comes from the story of the woman that is caught in adultery. And just have a good look at it for a little while. And what is being seen is incredible. It comes from the story where Jesus went across to the Mount of Olives, but he is soon back in the temple again. Swarms of people came to him. He sat down and taught them. The religion scholars and Pharisees led in a woman who had been caught in an act of adultery. They stood her in plain sight of everyone and said, "Teacher, this woman was caught red-handed in the act of adultery. Moses in the law gives orders to stone such persons. What do you say?" They were trying to trap him into saying something incriminating so they could bring charges against him. Jesus bent down and wrote with his finger in the dirt. They kept at him, badgering him. He straightened up and said, "The sinless one among you go first. Throw the stone." Bending down again, he wrote some more in the dirt. Hearing that, they walked away, one after another, beginning with the oldest. The woman was left alone. Jesus stood up and spoke to her. "Woman, where are they? Does no one condemn you?" "No one, Master." "Neither do I," said Jesus. "Go on your way. From now on, don't sin." This painting, I believe, amplifies the loneliness. It's black and white. There's harsh, solid temple wall behind these guys. Myriads of small rocks to be thrown lay scattered before their feet. There is beauty, there is colour, but there's also judgment. And the artist desires to stir up those emotions in the viewing. What did you notice first? What was not captured in the painting was the closeness of Christ, the witness of the witness. Maybe Jesus was just to her right, or maybe he was kneeling down, writing in the dust and stones. Would you stand next to a naked, vulnerable woman? Would you exhibit "I am with you" with someone about to be stoned? It takes guts to do that. Do you tense against tenderness? The giving of tenderness and the receiving of tenderness. Jesus sided with the condemned. Later, possibly in the same temple courtyard, he would be the one under judgment. Uh, Others would not stand with him. No, "I am with you" connection for him. He would go it alone. We lose connection with something of our naked humanity when we isolate ourselves from others' naked loneliness. "I am with you" is an invitation to be judged by others as being one with the condemned. That we too are made of dust and dirt, have moral failures, have hidden flaws and failures that we would do anything to hide. That we are also not without sin. Jesus, the only one who got the whole thing perfect, experienced the lack of with you connection. Hey, if you found this helpful, share it with somebody else, like it, um, leave a comment below, pass it on. Um, Come over to the website and subscribe to my email list because you'll get content like this every week. And I pray that when you are experiencing those feelings of fear and anxiety, that you would find someone that would be with you, and that you would be on the lookout for people who need someone with them, just with them. Okay, thanks. Bye.